Morning everybody, it's day one and I need to weigh in to get my starting weight for the process and then also do my first measurements, which will be around my chest, my waist and my hips / bum area, and these will be done on a weekly basis going forward to make sure that I am making progress. Morning starts with scrambled eggs, and this is the easiest way for me to make scrambled eggs in a saucepan, which is probably quite a strange thing. I don't know how other people make their scrambled eggs, but I literally just put a little bit of butter into the pan, let it melt, and then I whisked 3 eggs in a separate bowl, and then just poured it in, and then I just keep basically just stirring the eggs around. And as you can see, they're starting to create scrambled eggs, and I will have this with a side of toast this morning. So I successfully made it to the gym. I'm actually really proud of myself getting here. It's actually not too bad. But anyway, I'm about to start my 5k. So what I've done is set the distance for 5k and we'll see how we go. I don't plan on recording myself doing a 5k because it's not going to be very pretty, but yeah, so I'm going to see how long this takes me, use it as a benchmark going forward, and then after this I am going to have a stretch and a sauna, and then that will be the end of my day. There you go, that's the end of my 5k, 38 minutes, which I'm quite happy with. I think I set a target of around 40 minutes roughly, and I'll go into how I felt during this one a little bit later. I need to kind of grab a sec. Just now, heart rate is still quite high, 166. So yeah, see you guys soon. So it's the end of my running workout, and that was quite tough, but I need to make sure that I do a stretch. Stretching is probably one of the things that I have done the least over the last few years. So if I think back to around 5 years ago when I was a lot more flexible, especially in my hamstrings, glutes and quads, I was stretching for a good 20 minutes at least after every workout, and then I started taking up weights, and anybody who knows that if you do strength training and if you do weight training, it reduces your muscle fibers, I think it is, so therefore it makes you not as flexible if you don't stretch. If you do stretch, then you can keep your flexibility, but because the weights, when you're doing them, they're working your muscles and they're basically tightening them, so unless you do stretch on a regular basis, it's going to basically hinder your flexibility. And what happened was I stopped stretching, so therefore I got very inflexible. So it's really important to me, if I want to meet my goal of becoming more flexible, to make sure that I'm stretching after my workouts, even if it is only for 5-10 minutes. It's better than nothing. I will try to do like a deep stretch at least 2 or 3 times a week, I think, and these will most likely be on the days that I do more cardio based workouts. But since I'm doing cardio every day at the moment, I think it's quite important that I try and make the time to do a full body stretch. So everything from my legs, my shoulders, my arms, back, etc. Calves are going to be really important as well because of the running, and when you run a lot, especially if you're running on a treadmill or even if you're running outdoors, your calves tend to get really tight. So I'm going to make sure that I focus on my leg stretches a lot. So the video is a reference point again going forward, and it's just to show that at the beginning of this process I couldn't even touch my toes, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. Hey guys, happy New Year's Eve. It's coming to the end of day 2 for me, and I've done my second 5k run today. It's going well. I managed to shave off 1 minute and 3 seconds today, which I'm very happy about. Yesterday's run was tiring and challenging. Today's run was even more tiring and challenging, mainly mentally, I think, although physically it was more challenging than yesterday as well. Yesterday's run was really just to set pace for to give me a time of what I thought my 5K would be at the start, and then use it as like a basis for what I would like to achieve over this next month, running 5K every day. So at 38 minutes yesterday, I knew it wasn't the best time, but it was a good starting time for me. Today was 36:57. I have no intention of beating my time every single time that I run, because it's going to be tiring. And some days when I do the 5K, it'll probably be for active recoveries. It might not necessarily be a full-blown run. So at the moment, I'm doing a mix of walking and running, or like jogging. I wouldn't say I'm sprinting at all. I really want to try and keep steady pace so that I can increase my cardiovascular endurance. And so most of the time I kind of walk for 0.1 kilometer and then try to run 0.4 kilometer. So I meet the next 0.5 in general. And I keep trying to do that for the whole 5 kilometers all the way through. Sometimes I set myself a time. So if I'm running at a faster pace, I'll be like, okay, I want to be able to run this pace consistently for the next, 2 minutes or 1 minute, depending what the pace is. So that's kind of how I've been doing it so far. It's okay. It's tiring. My calves are really, really tight today. I did some foam rolling at the end of my session today, on my calves and also my quads and my hamstrings, because they seem to be really, really tight. Stretching is going well in the sense of I'm doing it. I don't know whether I see much improvement at the moment. I don't know if somebody can correct me, but I kind of think like if you've previously been quite flexible, and I don't mean quite flexible as in like contortion type flexibility or gymnastics type flexibility, but if you could normally touch your toes, if you could previously do the splits, if you had good hip flexors, etc., I'm hoping that it's like muscle memory and that your muscle remembers it can elongate to that and it can be as flexible as that, so then you tend to get your flexibility back quicker. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know whether it's going to happen. Somebody can let me know if anybody is watching this. I know my coaches. So yeah, that, and also any tips for foam rolling, because foam rolling was really, really painful today. I think that's probably because I haven't foam rolled in a very, very long time. 2, I don't have a structure to foam rolling. I'm kind of just foam rolling my calves, my hamstrings and my quads because they hurt the most, and I don't know what else to foam roll, and I don't know how else to use the foam roller. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Tomorrow's New Year's Day, obviously. We're starting 2020 strong. So far, I'm not saying that it's been hard to get to the gym, but I'm having to force myself because it's definitely not a habit at the moment. And I expect this to happen for the next couple of weeks, especially because next week I'm back in the office. And this week, working from home means that it's really easy. Once I log off, I can go. I've been at home all day. I've not really walked around anywhere. I've been really sedentary most of the time. So then I'm kind of like, okay, I need to get some movement in. Whereas when I'm at the office, I walk to the tube station. I walk from the tube station to the office. It's not that far, but I do some exercise. And then during the day when I'm at the office, I try to walk around a little bit, walk outside to get some fresh air. Obviously walk to and from floors for meetings, etc. So I do a bit more movement at the office than I would do on a regular day if I was at home. So I am going to have to push myself to really kind of force the habit of running 5K either before or after. I'm going to try and aim for a few before sessions. I think if I can do it in the morning, it's better for me. It will make me more alert, more awake, and give me more energy. Whereas if I do it after work, I'm more likely to make excuses, even though I really don't want to make any excuses for this challenge. But I know what I'm like. And you know what? The first thing I think is to understand, why is it, or how many excuses have I previously made before? Like, where did it go wrong before? And to identify those things again. So I know that when I'm at the office and I get tired or it's been a stressful day at work, I'm just like, no, I don't want to go anymore. I also know that if I, haven't had a good night's sleep the night before, I'll wake up. I might have good intentions for waking up early in the morning, but then
the alarm will go off at like 6 a.m. and I'll just be like, no, snooze, reset the alarm for 7:30. Let's just not go. So I need to really kind of push myself and force it and be like, okay, we're going to go. And part of that forcing is going to be discipline, and part of it is just going to be the remembering why I'm doing this. And what's the reason behind me wanting to get up, to go to the gym, to do the challenge, to get myself in a better shape, to become more healthy. It is lifestyle changing, so it is, slowly going to increase my habits for my lifestyle, the lifestyle that I want, and it's going to take time. I don't expect it to be overnight. And I think that's where I've went wrong a lot of times previously. I really want results very, very quickly. I'm always just like, oh my gosh, like it can be like an overnight thing. And it's really, really not. It takes a long time. People build the habits in. The habits will be built over, weeks, months, years even. So if I want to do this properly, I need to keep accountable. The last time that I managed to do this really, really well, I blogged every day. And this was not before YouTube was around, because it was only like 5 or 6 years ago. But it was just more a case of, the blogging helped me write something down every single day. I was writing what foods I was consuming. I was writing how I was feeling about it. But that was a routine, and that routine helped me stay consistent, and it made me disciplined. So this time I'm not writing a blog, but I'm doing the vlog instead. And again, I'm hoping this is going to make me consistent. I just need to sit down, not necessarily even every night now, but every now and again, I just record something and then I will upload it. And hopefully a few people will watch it. If it helps you, great. I'm hoping it's just going to help myself, if I'm being honest. And I know that this is also a good check-in for me and my coach when she watches this on occasion as well. So it gets to let her know how I'm doing, how I'm feeling about things, what's been challenging, what's not been challenging, if I've managed to do what I expected to do. So yeah, it's almost the end of day 2. But I've done my workout, I've done my stretching. I just need to finish drinking my 3 litres of water. I'm on my 2nd litre at the moment, and also cook dinner, which is going to be protein, veggies and rice, most likely. But anyway, I'm wishing all of you a happy new year, wherever you may be. You might already be in 2020, who knows. It might already be 2020 by the time you're watching this video. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a great year, and I wish you guys every success in all of your goals that you're setting for yourselves too.